guys, it's Yaya and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you secrets. I have been doing tree braids for 10 plus years. I am self-taught. I taught myself in high school when I used to do individual tree braids. And then I went on to cornrow tree braids. There is a difference between the two. It became very popular. People loved my hair. They want to know how I made it look so natural, because a lot of people who do tree braids, they start off with the braid first and it can look kind of unnatural. But I am going to coin this technique, you guys, because I came up with it and I'm the only person I ever have known or seen do this technique. So I'm going to teach it to you guys today. I'm going to be using free tress hair. I've been using this hair for 9 plus years, back before it was considered crochet hair. It was just regular braiding hair. So as long as you have braiding hair, you can do this technique. I prefer you to use curly hair to do what I'm going to do. You can do some tree braids with straight hair, but that requires a different technique, which I can show you guys if you like. So I'm going to be doing my sister's hair today. This is her natural hair, and I'm going to try to be as detailed as possible, you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and warn you, it's going to be a lot of talking. So if you don't like that, you might want to click off. And it's going to be very detailed, but it's still going to be very difficult to understand. So as long as you know that, I hope the visuals can make up for it. So yeah, this is my sister, my aunties, and some of my friends' go-to style. I've been doing their hair this way for years, okay? So this is not something I do every once in a while. So with the hair, I'm going to go ahead and separate it. With the curly hair, it's already separated, so that's easy. If you was doing some other type of hair, you actually have to sit down and separate it. But this hair is already separated, so just lay it out so it can already be ready and prepared. And don't get frustrated with me, you guys. I'm going to go over this a couple times so that you can clearly see and understand what I'm doing. So the difference between my technique and others' technique is the way I start off the tree braid. You see here, I'm splitting it into 3 separate sections so that I can prepare myself to start off braiding the ends of the hair to the cornrow. So I know that doesn't make sense so far. So I'm using, just as if you were doing a micro, you're only going to use about 1 inch or 2 of the end of that hair to start off braiding into the cornrow. The rest of the hair is going to be held taut into your hand until it's secure enough to let go. That way the hair is coming outside of the braid instead of being braided into the braid. It will look more natural and give you a better hairline, or if you wanted to pull your hair back in a ponytail, it's going to look more natural. Now you can go ahead and loop another piece onto the cornrow braid. So it's kind of like if you ever done feed-in braids. Now, people who do cornrows and you know how to cornrow your hair, this is going to be so much easier for you because that's all you're doing. You're just cornrowing your hair. But there are specific ways to hold your hand in order to feed in the very ends of the weave hair into the cornrow so that it's secure and it's leaving you with a more natural look as you braid. So, like I said, I'm going to go over it again, you guys. So I just want you to get a clear understanding of exactly what I'm doing. The biggest difference between my tree braids and others' tree braids is how I start off the braid, and also how I'm feeding in the braid. I'm only using the very tips of the hair. The very, maybe 1 inch or 2, depending on how long you want your piece to be, is what is actually being braided into the cornrow. So you can see I'm letting the curly hair fall over the braid as it would naturally fall over the braid. It just kind of loops and falls over as I add the hair. Now, if you were doing straight hair, you may want to do this differently. And also, if you were doing a hairstyle where you wanted the hair to be pulled up where you can see the sides like in a ponytail, you probably would want to do that on the opposite side. Now, I know that it's difficult for you guys to understand, but I've been doing this for so long, so it's hard for me to explain this to you guys. But when it comes to tree braids, the biggest con, I would say, is the braid that's left at the end. What I do is I continue to add hair all the way down, and I'm still taking hair out as I go down the braid so that it can be full. But like I said, if you want to pull your hair up in a ponytail, those braids will be exposed. There is a technique that you can use where you are able to pull your hair up in a ponytail in the back, but my sister wears her hair down or in low ponytails, so it's not necessary for her hair, which is why I'm not doing that in this video. But if you guys would like to see that video as well, just let me know, you guys. I can definitely explain that more and show you more. But like I said, this video is different. It's a separate video. Here are a few more clips of how I'm separating the hair and starting off the tree braids. There's going to be a section later that I'm showing even more details of how you position your hands and hold the tree braids, but I kind of wanted to just let you guys see exactly what I'm doing a couple times, and then I'm going to come back and explain it. Alright, so I hope that was a good enough visual for those of you who like to just watch instead of listen. Now I'm going to cut a couple of strands in half, and what I'm going to do is start to layer. My sister liked that layered curly look, so in order to create that look, I'm cutting some of the strands shorter and using just that very beginning end piece. The first couple of inches is all I'm using to insert into the cornrow braid. So here's what I'm going to show you in more details, how I'm holding with my pinky and my ring finger holding the hair taut so that I'm able to split the ends, okay? I'm going to split the ends into 3 separate pieces, just as if I was starting off a cornrow. Now the way I'm positioning my hands is if I'm doing an under braid. If you guys don't know what an under braid is, then this is going to be a little difficult for you to understand. But if you know how to do cornrows and you know how to under braid, then this is not going to be hard for you to understand. I'm placing those 2 pieces in between my middle finger, my index finger, and my thumb, and then I'm leaving the other piece hanging out on the side. This is going to be the first piece I use once I grip the hair. I'm going to bring that piece around and under and start off my cornrow. So you'll see here. See, it's going under and over. Yep, that's it. You're basically integrating the very ends of the weave hair into the cornrow pieces and strands as if it was just a regular cornrow. And that's it, you guys. That's all I'm doing to create that natural look, as if the hair is coming right out of the scalp from the very beginning without any braids coming first. So after that, I'm just feeding in other strands into the hair as I go. I probably braid maybe 1 or 2 times, and then I add another strand. Now you see when I add another strand, I put it in my left, between my left pinky and index finger to kind of get a grip before adding it in there. You don't have to do that. It just works for me when I'm trying to hold the position taut. You can see in the right hand, I'm holding it taut, and then as I braid it, I let it go. Hold it taut, braid, let it go. And that's it. And as you start to braid, you're going to be like, oh, it's going to just slip out because she only using just a little bit. It's not going anywhere. I promise you. It is in there. It's not moving anywhere. And as you get used to it, you're going to feel the same weight as well. That is in there, and it's not going to, you're not going to have pieces falling out at all. If you are a little bit more afraid that the pieces might come out, you can add more hair into the cornrow. Feed more of the length of the hair strand into the cornrow and leave less hair out. Your hair is just going to be a lot shorter, okay? So yeah, that's basically it, you guys. And like I said, when I get down to the braid, I'm continuing to feed in those hair strands as I go down, and then I tie a little knot at the very bottom of the braid to kind of secure the hair. Now this technique can be used on permed hair, straight hair, but I prefer it on natural hair just because natural hair is curly and it's going to really hold that hair together, and you have less of a chance of it coming loose. So yeah, just tie a knot that kind of indicates where they need to cut the hair when they take their hair down. Taking down tree braids is a different story, so yeah, if y'all want to know more about that, let me know, and I would definitely try to make a video about that as well, because taking down tree braids can be very difficult, and you can end up cutting your hair by accident if you don't do it right. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it, you guys. I'm gonna continue to show more footage of me just placing these strands into her hair, and then I'm gonna show you guys the final results of how it turned out. I also have some footage of my auntie. I do her hair as well, but she used black hair. I'm kind of glad that my sister chose this color hair because it gives it high contrast so that you guys can clearly see like exactly what's going on. But my auntie always uses black hair, which gives an even more natural look to the tree braid. So yeah, you guys, that's basically it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that I was able to explain it well for you all. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Please leave them down in the comment section below. Please be kind, you guys. I will reply to you. I love talking to you guys. I love speaking to you. This is just my way of doing tree braids. I'm not saying it's the right way. I'm not saying that it's the wrong way. It's just my way of doing it. And I hope you guys find it useful. If you would like to see me do it in my own hair, which is a different technique, I can also show you guys how I do tree braids in my own hair. It's a little bit more difficult to do it on your own head. So yeah, just let me know, you guys. Also, I will be leaving my sister JemoniJay's information down below. She also has a DIY YouTube channel, so go follow her, you guys. She was such a good sport. This was not easy to record, okay? Just as hard as it is to explain, it was just as hard to record this, okay? Usually when I do tree braids, it takes me maybe 4 hours if I'm doing this curly hair. It took much longer than that because I had to record it, okay? um, Doing tree braids can take longer than 4 hours, you guys, but because I'm so used to it and I do it so quickly with the curly hair, yeah, 4, 5, 6 hours maybe. But if I was doing straight hair, I would have to make the braids smaller. I would have to focus more about coverage, and yeah, it could definitely take longer than 4 hours. But on average, I can do it in 4 or 5 hours if I'm doing curly hair like this, which is usually what I'm doing. Most of my friends, my sister, my aunties, people usually who saw my hair when I used to do my hair, this is the way they like to wear their hair. So they wanted exactly what how I used to wear my hair. So. Alright, you guys, so that's basically it. Here is a contrast. You can see the tree braid hair and my sister's natural hair. So yeah, as you go along, you'll see it will become more full and just give such a very nice coverage where it's covering the braids very well. I prefer tree braids over crochet braids any day. Crochet braids may be faster, but tree braids are just so versatile, you guys, and convenient, and you literally forget they're in your hair. They really are super light weight and not heavy at all, and a great protective style. So this is my sister's hair all finished. She loves it as always. The lighting does make the hair look a little bit more copperish than it is. It's not that copper color, but yeah, it is a very vibrant color. Usually she does do the ombre, like if you've seen my previous picture, I used to do this ombre color with this hair. She usually does that, but sometimes she likes to go a little bit more bold. And yeah, I just love the curls. Look how pretty they are. And look at the coverage, you guys. There's so much movement, and it's just overall just nice. I've always loved tree braids. Actually, I'm missing it now. I'm missing them now. I might have to go and get me some. Because yeah, you can just kind of forget about your hair a little while and just rock this style and not have to worry about it. You could wake up in the morning, hair already done, fluff it and go, you guys. It's so convenient, so easy. And yeah, this is how it's looking up at her edges. She can also lay her edges if she wanted to, but if you lay it correctly, you don't even have to worry about your edges. You can leave your edges out, protect them, and still have nice looking hair. But if you want to lay the edges, you definitely can lay them as well. But yeah, this is it, you guys. What do you think? What do you think about this? I love tree braids. It's so much fun, so easy, so convenient. What do you think? I think it's gorgeous on her, so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys as well my auntie's hair. She had hers with the black hair. I had more footage, but it was on my phone and somehow it got deleted. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below if you did. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button so you won't miss any future videos. And follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. And I would definitely see you guys in the next video. Like I said, I really hope you enjoyed this technique, Yaya's technique, tree braids, letting all the secrets out, letting you guys know what I've been doing for 10+ years. And yeah, I really hope it helps. Bye.